it's time to get it lit. We got it hot like fever.
I'm sick with the talk, passing your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
upheaval the crown.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, beat the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets, fool?
That's a close encounter of what kind?
Ready, set, steady, bang.
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all, beat the flow.
Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind?
Ready, set, steady, bang.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me. No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a boy.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oklahoma City Nighthawks and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Vic readies to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8. Mike 34. You ain't going nowhere.
They'll run on first down. It's done. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 14-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
In your face. Watch out.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd down now. It's done. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Ready? 5-9. Check. Watch 54.
And now Bree's going to back away. He'll signal for a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Ready?
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Back. 12. 12. Hey, check Mike.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And it's caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down the score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll try the left side. No, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Breeze. Shakes off the sack. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd and 15 now. Vick. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Check the out free. You got tape. You got tape. You got switch.
Running right, here's Walker. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now here's Vick. And Walker has it. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
From the gun, Vic. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Owens.
We play to win.
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7, Seahawks nothing.
Watch the safety.
On first down, it's Walker. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first and 10, here's Vic. This is caught. Gronkowski. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20.
Three buzz. Big edge. Out. Whip. Watch the whip. Watch the twist.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down at the Jaguars' 33-yard line.
Here we go. Time to end it. Right, 54. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Throwing on second and long. Vic. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Ed Oliver. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Third and long.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Hey. Mike 5-4. Man out.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Pick it up.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just a yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
On third and long, it's Breeze. Lets it fly deep for Cobb, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Right there. 54 miles. Get that quarterback. And Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, one set.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Walker. Walker showing the power. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm coming. Check it back.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
57.
On 2nd and 9. Vick, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
Mike 5-4. Bandit. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
They just get the play off. Now Vick. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Breeze now on 1st down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Watch QB. Let him. Hey, wahoo!
From the gun, it's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
You got this. Ready? 5-9.
It's a gain of 1.
Over. Watch safety, please. Watch safety. Two-shot bomber. Two-shot bomber. Check 3. Kill.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
At the 18-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Kill. Mike's 54.
To throw again on second down. Breeze. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Randall Cobb, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. The Patriots, they're out to an early lead. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Mike 54. Come up the ball. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Vick will look to throw on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Owens. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
At the 45-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing, Vick. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season. They got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 15. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit.
The ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Vick. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
All day, baby, all day, baby.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock.
You ain't doing nothing today.
So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And getting this just shy of midfield, they spotted at the 49. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Kill.
On first down, Breeze. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
No gain on this defense, no gain. Mike spot. Hey, orbit. Mike spot 4. Check pass. Right there, 54, right? 5'9". 54, Mike. Go. Mike,
Shotgun now for Breeze. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The throw over the middle, taken in. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Oklahoma City.
First down, Vic. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It's caught inside the 25. And they rattle off a big one. 43 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The former Washington Husker, Azim Victor, had the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, Vic. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
6-man. Check girls, check girls.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was pump the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Yeah. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Kill.
Now a give, right side. It's done. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
You got him.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Throwing now is Breeze. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line.
You need to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Mike 5-4.
his end zone. Here's Vic. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
36.
Operating from the gun, Vic. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
On first down, it's Walker. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Vic to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it complete to Clark. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Vic going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And a huge play that time. And even 50 yards.
First down, Oklahoma City.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a draw play. It's Walker. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. On 2nd and 12, Vic. Walker with a grab, left side. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Vic goes play action. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Vic. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Sammy!
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Ready, 95-56.
We want this. Watch out.
Kill.
On third down, here's Jones. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Johnny Hacker now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Check Mike. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Hey, let's get that ball. Hey, check Mike 39.
Here's Vic. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began, still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Vic. Throw left side complete. That's Owens. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Back to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. On 4th down, Vick. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
57 for
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze